Hi guys, I'm back with another video. I'm back with another short story video. I'm going to talk to you guys about, I'm going to tell you guys a little story that happened back in 2019. I used to be chubby, and my family used to manipulate me about my weight all the time, giving me negative thoughts all the time, giving me negative comments and putting negative thoughts in my mind. So after short after I broke up with my ex-boyfriend, at the time I was maybe almost 200 and something pounds, and I literally started going, sign up for the gym. I went to PF for Planet Fitness. And there I met a trainer. And I'm not going to say any names, but I met a trainer there. And I was, introducing myself to him and giving him a small introduction about my weight gain and up and down on my weight loss, I think. And I was told by my family to find a trainer so I can lose weight, right? So, being said that I was told to do that, I went ahead and actually did that. I went to go find a trainer to help me lose the weight that I wanted to lose, that I needed to lose. He was fit. He was pretty proportion size, I would say. And he actually really did help me lose the weight that I was trying to lose. He got me from 2 something to 170, I think. I don't remember so much. But anyways, the point of the story is that when I finally found a trainer, because I was told by my family to do this, I still get manipulated. I still get manipulated by my family because they start yapping and start saying, "Oh, your workouts are not as efficient as mine's are." And mind you, who's telling me this is one of my siblings. One of my siblings are telling me that my workouts weren't efficient enough, meaning I wasn't going hard enough in the gym, according to my sibling, because she felt that she was better than me in the gym when she will work out. But mind you, my family will manipulate me. Mind you, they will put negative thoughts in my mind, and they will tell me these horrific comments so I can go my way and achieve a goal that they wanted for themselves. So when I finally achieved the goal, or was about to achieve the goal, I get backstabbed from my siblings, and they start telling me ugly things like, "Oh, your numbers aren't high as mine. My numbers are higher than yours, and I do better than you in the gym." It's almost like I was being manipulated to lose weight, but then again, they wanted to like bring me down. You know what I mean? Like, when someone pushes you to that limit, they push you to that limit, and then you're like, well, you go ahead and you do it. That was me. I did it. That was me. I went to go do it, and I pushed myself to that limit, and I got to my goal. Not completely achieved my goal because my sister interfered, my siblings interfere into my weight loss journey with the trainer. And then this trainer that I was training with, he was very sarcastic with me at times. He will make me feel good about myself, and he will start flirting with me because he thought that I was pretty. And, I kept it real with him, and I said to him, look, I do like you, but I don't want to get in a relationship with nobody right now because I just came out of a bad relationship, and I do not want to rush into things. I just want to take time for myself, and I want to lose this weight, and I want to feel good about myself. So the whole point about this is that I actually did like him. Don't get me wrong. I just didn't want to, I didn't want to like move too fast with that person. I wanted to get to know him first, be friends, and get to know the person better before we even start dating or anything like that. Because remember, I wasn't going to the gym to date nobody. I was going to the gym to achieve the goal that my family wanted me to achieve. That was my main thing. But then my family involves themselves and take that away from me. They take that they take that away from me, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, but I'm talking about 6 years ago. Sean May, whoever you are, this is not something that I recently did. This is a story that happened 5 years ago. I'm just here to tell stories, not to be judged. Please, you don't have anything nice to say, keep your comments to yourself. And if not, if you don't like it, you don't have to listen to my story. And remember, camera does make you look big, so that's fine. That's because you don't know me. You haven't seen me in person. But anyways, back to the story. I literally achieved my goal in that time. Well, almost achieved the goal. And I wasn't able to achieve it because my siblings kept interfering between me and this trainer. And I literally felt manipulated, and I felt, and thank you for the comment. Thank you for saying I'm beautiful. Whoever you are beautiful as well. Like I was saying, my family kept, my siblings, kept interfering into my weight loss journey between this trainer and I. And I'm looking at my siblings and I'm just like, why are you guys trying to interrupt my weight loss journey with this trainer? So one of my siblings asked me if I like this trainer, which I shouldn't have spoke about my personal life because you can't really tell anyone your personal life. You can't tell people what you think or feel about that other person because you don't know if that significant other or your sibling might like the same person that you like. Now, one of my siblings believe this. They believe that if that person is not your boyfriend or girlfriend, that one of the siblings have a shot at the guy. Have a shot at the guy. And I just sit back and I ask myself, and I'm like, really? You think because you're my sister that you have a shot with the guy that I like, and you know that I like him? That's a backstabbing move, for sure. I don't know if anybody went through that, but I did. I went through that, and still to this day, I haven't received an apology from my own sibling, and it's sad because we are siblings at the end of the day, and I need to live with that for the rest of my life. But I learned something from that so on. I learned that you cannot tell people or your friends or your closest friends, whoever it is. It could be a best friend, it could be a cousin, it could be a sister, it could be a brother, it could be your mother, it can be anybody that you think you cannot trust. And be careful, because maybe you can trust them, but from what I learned, you can't trust nobody. You can't. You can't trust nobody. You could like somebody, and if that person knows that you like them, that person knows that you like them, and they go after the person that you like, they literally took advantage of that. And this is when you have to set boundaries, because with your family, friends, and boyfriends, relationships, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You have to set boundaries. That's one thing I learned from that mistake, that I would never tell anyone or anyone that's close to me who I like, because you never know if that person likes that same person that you like. What either is your sister, brother, or if it's your best friend, cousin, it doesn't matter. You just don't tell them, because your personal life, you keep it private. But the moral of the story was that I got stabbed in the back by my own sibling, and the trainer did me dirty because he was mad that I rejected him, or he felt rejected. I didn't reject him, actually. I take that back. I did not reject him. He felt rejection because I told him I wanted to get to know you. I told him I think we should be friends because I just came out of a bad relationship and I'm just focusing on myself right now. So that's what I think. That's what I think that went wrong. And for him, he took it to the heart. For him, he took it to the heart. And I honestly didn't see it in a bad way because I was just focusing on myself. But I did tell him I do like you and I want to get to know you. So since he felt rejection, because that's not my problem at the end of the day, that's his problem. In his mind, that's his problem, not mine. He took it as rejection. I never rejected him. So he was trying to have some revenge and he went after my sister. And my sister took advantage of that because Even though she knew that I like this trainer, even though she knew that, she went behind my back, and slept with this guy. And I had to find out through the GPS. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
I had to find out through the GPS how this went down. But that just goes to show you and me that you can't trust not your sibling, not your best friend, no one. That you are your own person to trust, and that be careful what you say to anyone. Be careful what you do around other people. Keep your life private and learn from your mistakes. Because I had to learn the hard way, and it wasn't easy, but I learned the hard way. And it wasn't fair because I did like the guy, and I felt like my sibling hurted me. She hurted me deeply, and still to this day she hasn't apologized. She hasn't apologized. She hasn't asked me how I felt about the situation. She hasn't asked me how were you feeling in that time. She hasn't asked me to forgive her because she wants to sit there and tell me that she didn't do anything with the guy, that she never liked him. She want to keep lying to me and lying and lying and lying. So I had to learn that I can't trust her. Can't trust any siblings or anyone. That's the whole point of this story. But if your sibling can do this to you, imagine a best friend, cousin, an acquaintance, anybody that comes along your way. So just keep that in mind. And it was nice sharing my story with you guys. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for listening. Thank you for showing love. I appreciate that. I'll be back here tomorrow around this time to leave another story time. By the way, I am Raya Fit. That is my at. That's my at for my IG page. If you guys want to follow me, my name is I am Raya Fit at IG. That's my IG, I'm sorry. And on YouTube, my name is Raisa Ureña. So if you guys want to follow me, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I got some makeup videos on there that you guys may want to watch. I don't know. And yeah. But thank you for the love. Bye. I'm reading a last before I leave, guys. I'm reading some comments below here. Well, thank you for that beautiful comment, Silent Reaper X23. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for passing by. Thank you, Sean May. Thank you, Leigh Adams. Thank you. Thank you so much, Leigh Adams. Kisses to you too. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate the love. Thank you, Silent Reaper X23. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. I will, definitely. Bye, guys.